YouTube? This is Everybody6 back to with more action figure reviews on the Batman Unlimited 6-inch Deathstroke figure. This figure, I traded my Ghost Rider for him. Very nice. People keep whining and crying and everything about how he doesn't have enough articulation and how he's not perfect, his sheath doesn't work, his guns don't hold in his hands. That's not true. They're just being whiny little babies. And yes, I'm calling you a baby if you keep whining about the action figure. So I really like it. One of my two Deathstrokes, because I'm getting one later, the Player Sky Deathstroke. I will love to review that one later. Let's go ahead and get into this figure. I am missing the bow staff. I did not get the bow staff in the trade. I only got these weapons because this collector obviously doesn't take care of weapons or anything. He actually uses them to reenact MMA and stuff. So he doesn't exactly display them like others. He just happened to have these 3 weapons on his display. So we are going to get into the accessories and then take a closer look at the figure. Well, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and get over with this one right now. Just a second after I fix the lighting. There we go. Let's get into the sheath business. There we go. So you have your sheath and you have your sword. The sword, first of all, very nice sword. I will say this. That is a very nice sword. I like that a lot. So it does have this gunmetal color. And it is kind of stiff. You will break this if you bend it. So yeah. There's a hole. There is a hole there. There you go. It is not exactly opened. You have to press it open with something small but sharp, like a thumbtack. Because they accidentally, they made it a hole, but you have to press through it to actually get it in the sheath. And then you can tell it's a usable sheath, because back here, you can see that little hole right there. So why would they make this if you couldn't put the sword in it? Yes, you can put the sword in there, and it looks pretty nice on him. Second accessory, his China gun. You just pull out of this little groove right here. So it has these. You put them in there, and you just place it in the hole like that, and press it in to make sure it's nice and tight in there. And there you go. That's his gun. His gun, I'm going to show you how that fits in his hand right now. So here's his hand, here's the gun. You take the gun, slide it at an angle into his hand, and then start turning it. Make sure the little part right there is reaching his finger, and he will thus hold it like so. Pretty nice, if you ask me. So there's that, and you can't shake it around and everything. So this is the hardest weapon to get him to hold, but it's okay. So here's how you hold this, and no one knows how to do this. See this part right here above the handle? You take it, because it's like that. Make sure this little groove is facing outward like the blade is, so it's facing correctly. Take that part and put it right behind the trigger finger. Holst it right behind the trigger's finger, but right under the thumb. That way his thumb is pressing on the back. He's holding it and his trigger finger's there. So you're basically going to have this part rest on those 3 fingers, like so. That way, no matter how much you shake it, it's not coming out. So there you go with that one. Other accessory that I still have, this gun, which by the way, these look very nice. Nice gunmetal color. I like it. It's almost like a G.I. Joe gun. So you stick it in the same way and you turn it the same way. And it works like that. This one is harder to hold into his hand, so. Wait, so there's that. He dropped the sword. Well, technically speaking, I hit the sword out of his hand, so. My bad, alright? My bad. Alright, so setting those aside, we're going to take a closer look at the figure. So let's go ahead and adjust this. We are going to go ahead and make this bigger so the, we can take a closer look at the figure. There, I think that worked. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, that's going to work. Even the light right here, twist that around a little. Let's adjust it. There we go. So you can see his blue eye. I like that a lot. He doesn't have too much detail, but it is enough sculpting to say he's very nice. Black glossy finish right here. Nice matted yet shiny-ish finish right there. A gunmetal finish just like his sword. Very nice. He does have some black shading in the blue areas of the suit, which I really do enjoy. This part I'm glad does not hinder his articulation, which we will get into. Oh, by the way, he also cut this out of his head. I don't know why. He said he snipped out of his head because it's getting in the way of stuff, so I don't know. I don't really care so much anymore. It was okay. I didn't have to pay for it or anything, so good. Like that. Liking the pouches and everything. It looks like there's like a gas grenade right there. But nice orange, black shading. You can tell there's black shading all over the blue areas. This part is a little warped and stuff. It doesn't look so well sculpted, but it's still nice. I just noticed that. Under his arm looks very nice. Nice buckle holding everything together. The belt looks very nice. The straps on here look very neat. The back pockets are well done, and it even looks like something is in his back pocket. That is seriously cool. Yeah, you can see that part right back there. That's very nicely done. This strap right here, by the way, this is not removable unless you like... Wait, is that removable? No, that is not removable unless you want to tear a hole into his back, which I'm sure none of you want to do, so... Could you use this figure for recustomization? You could recustomize DeathStroke. I'm not sure if you can pass him off as anybody else, but he has scratches and dents everywhere, which, yeah, that's very cool. Everybody says his legs are a little scrawny. I'm not bothered by it, but, you know. On his feet, some nice treads, some peg holes, that's very nice. The shoes look really good. The calf looks pretty awesome. Let's take a look at the back of the figure. Very nice. I did cut that off, by the way, myself. I thought it'd be cool because you can now bend his knee in a full 90 degrees, I think. Yeah, that's like a full 90 degrees now. And then I also cut this part of his pouch off, which still looks normal. You can't really notice it. So his leg moves forward a bit more. You just have to force a little bit. His leg will move forward a little more. Otherwise, his leg just moves forward that much. Unless, of course, you force it, then it moves about that much. So, I guess customizing a little doesn't hurt, considering I didn't pay for him. But, yeah, very nice. So we're going to go ahead and get into DeathStroke's awesome articulation. So his head looks up about that much. Looks down very nicely. Looks side to side. It does tilt a little. His arms move outward that much. I think that's good enough for me. Swivels all the way around. Good. bends at the elbow. If you force it enough, you can get it in that much. Which everybody's whining, saying, no, you can only get it in that much. Not sure you can get it in that much. Almost a 90 degree, but you know. This one is the tougher arm to deal with, but it still gets in there. So it can bend well with the elbows. Just gotta be positive. And you can actually like cut a sliver of that off and then get him to bend some well. He does swivel at the wrist, swivel at the waist, which you do have to be careful of, but not too careful of, so. Legs move forward. Well, let's just take a look at my custom leg. Leg moves forward that much. They do move outward into a full split. If you cut that half of that off, then he'll go into the full split. Otherwise, he just goes out about that much. I've expanded his possibility, but his knee bends in that much. Rotates above the knee, well, below the knee. I mean, you can get it to rotate below the knee, so I guess it's pretty cool. His ankles move forward that much, move backward about that much, and have a swivel, no ankle pivot, which would have saved the whole figure. Believe it or not, would have saved it. For being the last of the Batman Unlimited series figure line, I think they did a brilliant job. I love this figure. It is very nice. It is a nice figure for what you are buying. You are buying, like, basically buying the quality of it. You're not buying him for posability, you're buying him from the quality. You don't buy these guys just so you can get a good deal. You buy them so you can get a good quality. So, I will say thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Like if you like it, and I'll see you all later, guys. Goodbye, and stay tuned for some pictures after the video.